Good to see that version of Santi.
It was. You know, he's been such a big part of who we've been the last couple of years, and to see him come out playing the way he's capable of playing, and he's had a tough semester. You know, he lost his grandmother, but hard. He would tell you it's been hard academically because he's serious about getting done what he wants to get done there. But just really proud of the fact that he and our older guys, I thought, really were well prepared for this game.
What did Jemai do, which kind of changed that game in the second half?
Well, I thought the two biggest things, I thought he and both Zakai kind of changed the tide there when they came in with their effort, came up with some loose ball plays that we need, and you know, Illinois is a terrific team. I mean, unbelievable how well coached they are. They're older, they've been around. We told our guys for 2 days, regardless of the ebbs and flows of the game, I can assure you, they're not going to go away. I know our guys would stay in it too, but they're a hard team to play. And their size, their length, they can throw a lot of bodies at you that way. But you know, I thought those two guys, when we were down there, flipped the tide for us with their energy, their effort, and just coming up and creating some plays for us.
Coach, you talked about defensive execution. Can you specifically talk about the job you guys did on Shannon and Damask? I guess Shannon got 3 buckets late, but before then, it really been hounded. How about the maturity of your guys to take the scout and execute?
Well, again, you talk about it. It truly was a team effort because he's such a good player, and he plays with such speed and acceleration that if you don't get more than one guy paying attention to him, he's going to get where he wants to go. And again, everybody says, you know, he loves to go left, but you play him right, he went down today and scored one right too. So, and Brad does a lot of good things to get him in a position where he's effective. But I thought Santi and Josiah, when some of the directions they were running, we were switching, and then obviously Jemiah came in and did the same thing. But one of the big keys coming in was our transition. We wanted to get back and build a wall and really take away as many transition baskets, especially with him being a one-man fast break, and just trying to build that wall up there. But they made some shots, which you'd expect them to do. But overall, probably maybe the most focused I thought our guys were in terms of the details of our scout report all year. I thought they were really, really locked in terms of knowing what we had to do on the defensive end. And we rebounded the ball against an outstanding rebounding team. I mean, they really are relentless. And again, if you knew Brad, you expect that. They're going to challenge everything you do, and it is a nice win against a team that's going to win a lot of basketball games this year, and they're as good as anybody that we played up to this point. But a really great effort from our guys.
Mike, Ben, and then 2 in the back over there.
Rick, I want to ask about Jemai too. How important is having a guy like that? I mean, you've got kind of star talent like Dalton. You have a guy who is so willing to do such unpretty and maybe unnoticeable things on the court.
Well, I thought Jemai today played his role to the hilt in terms of affecting the game in so many different ways. I thought he was really, other than maybe one play, 2 plays, I thought he did what we needed him to do on the offensive end, and he embraces it. And when he does that, I mean, he is a weapon. And today, I mean, he was huge today. And one reason too was allowing Zakai not to play as many minutes, and because at the end of the game he's going to be there some. But the fact is, I mean, his role, what Jemai does, his role is as important as anybody on the team. As much as Dalton, everybody thinks he wants to score the ball. What Jemai does wins basketball games for you. And he had a lot to do with what went on out there today for us to win this game.
Coach, you mentioned how nice it is to see. Basically get back into the swing of things. Aside from the points, what did you like from him? Obviously, the 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. What did you like outside of the points, along with the tangibles tonight?
Aggressive mentality. I thought he was really aggressive and rebounding the ball. Again, I talk about fix-it plays with those older guys, and they do help each other a lot. They can fix each other's mistakes at times out there on the fly, which is obviously so important, but when he's aggressive like that and we got the ball inside, you know, and it doesn't have to be just throw it in there, you know, we gotta get movement, and Santi goes down to score. I mean, we get that penetration. Jordan did it, Z's gonna do it, Josiah did it. We've gotta play inside out, but when Santi's bringing that aggressive mentality, I think it affects everyone.
Rick, you talked about rebounding a couple different times this year. You won the rebounding battle by 9 today. What allowed y'all to be so successful on the glass?
Well, as a point of instance, because we knew we were getting ready, we were going to compete against one of the best rebounding teams in the country, and they're relentless, and I think our guys knew that, and they're long and they shoot it. They do a great job of going to get it, and we knew going into the game that would be we harped on that this week, obviously with transition defense, but getting back and trying to get our defense set, but talked about finishing plays and defensively, and because they're great at it. They come and they're big, they're long, and we were obviously concerned about Z because sometimes we knew he'd be caught down there on the baseline, but again, he fought hard today, and we knew they were going to post us up some, all that, but we knew it was going to be a hard-fought physical game, and that's exactly what I think people got.
Coach, after the scoreless drought to end the first half, coming out in the second goal on that 10-0 run, was it more just getting stops, putting the offense together on the other end, or just all of that together?
I did not think we finished the first half. We had a chance to finish the first half better. We missed a couple rim shots that we need to make those but I didn't think we were being as aggressive as we needed to be at that point in time. In the second half, we came out, we were dodged a bullet at the second half because we did some things that you can't come out of halftime and do. But then that's when I thought Jemiah and Zakiah flipped it for us. First couple of minutes of the second half wasn't very good, and we got lucky really when you think about it. I mean, the hook and hold play was those things happening, and again, I don't know of anybody that. I mean, that can happen when you got guys in there battling the way both teams happen, but that helped us, you know. And but at that point in time is where you felt like, you know, they had a little movement, momentum right there, and then I thought we handled it, but then Zakiah and Shaq came in and just found a way to get it done. And when Dalton came back, he obviously changed some things offensively, and you hate to get into an offense-defense situation at the end, but if we have to do it, we have to do it.
Rick, I think you came in with 11 guys averaging more than 5 minutes a game. You go with 8 today. Was that kind of the game plan, and how do you think they held out the 8, obviously?
That will be determined on preparation 2 days before. And we told our young guys last night that we weren't real happy, again, with their preparation in terms of being attention to detail. I thought Cam and Cade were locked in, and we knew that if we needed to get a chance, they probably would have played a little bit. But if guys if they don't understand, you start winning this game 2 days out. And so I could have told you, if you'd asked me before the game, a couple guys weren't going to play, I could have told you absolutely not going to play because of their preparation. And it's going to be a great lesson for them to learn if they choose to learn it. Because we know that when you're in a game like this, and really all games, every possession matters. And we expect high-level preparation from everybody, especially when you got a group of guys that I think have done a good job trying to help them. But we expect it, and I hope it's a couple guys will learn some lessons from it and get ready to play, because I've said it before, we need them all. We can get so much better if everybody's willing to play the role we need them to play. And I thought today, guys really played their roles, maybe the best we have all year, and understanding what we needed. Are we perfect? No, but we're going to get there. And I wouldn't say that I've made up my mind for the rest of the year we're going to shorten the bench. We have to, we will. But players make you play. Players will just. I've always said it. Players decide who's going to play. And we see a guy that's doing everything he can in practice, and we know that we want to get him in there. We're going to find a way to get him a minute here, 2 minutes there, because we want to continue to build this thing. But we're not giving away minutes to anybody that doesn't earn them.
Rick in the back here. the loose ball, Zakai dives down to get it and gets it to Josiah. Just what did that play mean for the rest of it? Because it felt like that was the real turning point. But then also to see Z have a play like that after what he's been through over the last year, just how exciting was that for you?
Well, we've watched him over the last couple of weeks get back to it, but that's who he is. That's what endeared him to our fans here. I mean, that's in his DNA. You wish every guy had that about him, and we got a group of we got some guys that are going to fight like that, but that's who he is, and he realizes that he's always been doubted for a long time, but he's again, that's what I've talked to him about. You know what? You got to be who you are. You know, you got to get back down to the floor. You got to start being really a problem to people on the defensive end. You got to let people not enjoy coming in the game. You got to get people not wanting you to guard the ball in the backcourt. And but for him, again, he's getting closer. He's still not totally there, but his floor game today was great. I thought his leadership was terrific, and his communication from a coaching standpoint to the court today was really as good as it's ever been.
Coach, how do you feel like you guys handled the full court press at the end of the game there?
Well, we got to be better with it. Again, I mean, you know, they're going to go trap it, and now we had a couple of them that we shouldn't have had, and where when Josiah lost the ball there, that he didn't execute what we did the next time we did, and we got the ball where we wanted it. But the fact is, we'll be better there, and those situations come up, you know, stuff that you work on, and still when the game's and the lights are on, you got to handle it. We didn't get to our spots the way we needed to. We'll have to think about, you know, when people are really doubling with that size, Zakai not trying to be the first guy to catch the ball, and we actually went to that, trying to get it back to him and letting him go with it. And again, they're a well-coached team, and Brad's going to make his adjustments, which he did. But it's never going to be easy. Again, I don't know what we were from the free throw line, but I thought we left some there with guys that we need to knock it down for us. But again, it's really a nice win against an outstanding team and well-coached team that our guys fought hard to get the win.
Last two at the mics.
Coach, you mentioned, Coach, first ranked home game this year. How did that energy help your team today?
Well, again, I think our guys love it. You know, they love our fans. They know, Brad had made the comment that someone had told me that he is important they take the crowd out of the game. The way you take the crowd out of the game is, you know, the home team doesn't play hard. And they're like looking like a bunch of guys come in and they want to win more and all this and all that. And Illinois can do that. They can make you look like you're not playing hard because they get so many good second effort plays and offensive rebounds, and they do a lot of things that can get a crowd on their heels. And but I thought overall, and he actually did that when you think about the end of the first half and the start of the second half, and in those plays that we got, our fans got back in the game. That's where honestly you wish. I mean, fans could stay with it all the time, because as much as I want to play perfect, we're not going to, because the other team's not going to let us. But we have great fans, and our players love our fans, and there's no doubt they love the energy that this building brings. But like I said, it's the first ranked team, but they've been supportive of us all year. I mean, not many programs can boast about what kind of fan support they get throughout the year like we can.
Last one.
Jonas Adu, how is his development offensively changing maybe the scheme on offense when he's out there, just really impacting the game offensively now?
Well, I tell Jonas all the time, he's so much better than he gives him credit for. I thought tonight he settled early, and second half I thought he got physical. And Jonas is more physical than you might think, but and he can shoot the ball. I think what he'll continue to learn, and what we need is from everyone, is the word I keep talking about, is consistency, knowing, and it's hard when teams are inviting you to shoot it, when you know you can shoot it, but yet there's some times when you're going to have to turn that down and go get to the foul line, because again, I think Jonas should be a great free throw shooter, and I do know our guys have gotten better in the last 2 weeks looking to get the ball inside. That I do know, and we needed to go in there. I thought Tobey, he had one tough shot in the first half that he shouldn't have shot. He didn't have his balance, but we need he and Jonas to give us something in there. And it's not just, I mean, sometimes we need to throw it in there, but it's all getting the ball inside, whether, like I said earlier, cutting, driving it. We gotta play inside out, and we need Jonas and Tobey to give us some of the back to back. Dalton does some, but in a different way. And Jemai did it today. Great job on his part, coming down the lane late and playing off 2 feet, and it's turned into a post-up game. And we just need to control that paint area as much as we can.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you guys.